So before I even start on Crazy Kennar, I saw an incident where the Kitui East MP Nimrod Mbao was caught on video. They were saying assaulting Kenya Power officials, KPLC officials. First of all, you look at the source of the story. The source of the story is who? Robert Alai. Robert Alai is anyone who is, he's always been pro-establishment. He's always been pro the people who are oppressing us. So, despite being, I don't know which party he is, he's always been defending the police and our oppressors in one way or another. And me, Kenya Power, these guys they have so much confidence coming to disconnect power. These guys, KPLC, and don't forget that the rates, the bills that they are charging us are inflated. They are inflated because Kengen, first of all, they go and drain the dams, the Seven Forks dams, to create opportunities for independent power producers. I saw a parliamentary committee on energy. They sought to find out how former permanent secretaries in the Kibaki and Uhuru administrations own independent power producers. And I think they mentioned Thika Power and I don't know which other one. But the former permanent secretaries, there's one called Joroge and another one called Nyoike. They are still shareholders, or they are through proxies. They are behind our current power wars. So how do those guys, what confidence do they have to come and disconnect electricity? And they thought that we are going to side with them because now it's a politician involved. You guys mumeenda too much, you KPLC guys. Every day is just, the rates and the bills are just increasing tenfold every month because you guys want to steal money. You made yourself a cash cow. In fact, the MPs should be discussing how to quash and how to end the Kenya Power monopoly. Because we can't be held hostage by idiots like that. And then they unleash goons to come and disconnect people. You don't understand that we are in this country, investors are running away. People are running out of business because of your stupidity, your greed. Kenya Power should be disbanded right now. We don't need, even those IPPs, give them the license to supply direct consumers. Because we can't be living on the edge like this. You guys increase bills when you feel like, and then you're getting power from, you've been paying like Thika Power. You've been paying them for producing no power. Now you want us to underwrite your depravity. You want us to meet your deficit because you've stolen the money and you've paid people for undelivered power. You're so full of shit, KPLC. If you thought people are going to defend you or have some sympathy with you, no. Godspeed to the MP, the Mwingi MP. No, Kitui East MP Nimrod Mbao. Endelea hivo hivo. Secondly, now we are getting to Crazy Kennar. Today I've been seeing stories. He's been trending all day Tuesday. I don't know, and then these chicks who do skits with him, they unfollowed him. Look, the problem with people is you start getting high on your own supply. Now people, you think that, number one, that now Crazy Kennar is running through something, now it's time to abandon him. That shows how fickle, that shows how basic, that shows how... I really hope this is a publicity PR stunt. I really hope. But if you're abandoning him just because you think things are not going well, you're crazy. And if you think that you're going to make it alone, how many people have... you think you're Beyonce? You think you're Beyonce who left Destiny's Child and went on to become great? No! It doesn't always end up like that. You need to understand who butters your bread. You need to understand who is the brainchild. Me, myself, I've been working in places where people thought once they replace me, then things will go haywire. So I was working in a club called Thika United. Them, they said, we don't work. When the money came in, now they started started getting decomposed rats in their heads. We don't know that guy. Once the money came in, but when we were doing work without being paid, that time I was one of them. And then we had these Kenya Premier League idiots. There's one of them, there's a Canadian idiot called Bob Munro. Got rid of me, saying all sorts of nonsense. And where is he now? KPL, non-existent. His club, Mathare United, relegated. All because they never used to know what people do behind the scenes. And everyone in Kenya, because of 844, you are trained that skills can be replicated. You can clone the skills of this person. You can all be equal. We are not equal. We will never be equal. Everyone has their own special skill. But people always think that now because you create a crisis where none exists, so that you can antagonize this guy, hound him out of office, hound him out of his position, so that you can replace people thinking that they can clone his skills, clone his expertise, things which are not taught in school. Now you think that because I don't know Crazy Kennar, things have gone. No, it doesn't work like that, Buana. Crazy Kennar is the central figure. He's the unifier there in the middle. So what you should do is, if there are people outside who are interfering, make sure you close that shit. You could have arguments about money. If it's about money, well and good, get out. But if it's other people who are telling you, no, you can do it alone, you can go it alone, you're being exploited. Being exploited by who? Last week I was watching BET Awards. BET Awards, the Lifetime Achievement went to Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes, his hype man for ages has been a guy called Spliffstar. You guys have been watching Spliffstar. Like those days, he tried going solo. He obviously can, but he's always been Busta Rhymes' right-hand man all along. Listen, this is something we have seen. Stop. If your skill, don't let nobody tell you that going solo is so glamorous, so glorious. Oh, you're being exploited. I get that shit all the time, man. Even me, I've been in a place where I organized people, brought them in a group, and because the group was so successful now, oh, let's start a splinter group. And if you look at them, they are not even able to do even 30% of what I used to do. But because in Kenya, jealousy, wivu, chuki, those are the things that guide Kenyans, headed by religious leaders, because the religious leaders are the ones who implant these toxic traits amongst the people. So you think that you're being, or you're benefiting from solid advice being told, leave him, and then you're trying to embarrass him and following him on Instagram, yet you've been cutting checks together, you've been making money together. You guys are crazy. You guys are nuts. You guys are sick. Very few people can move out from that shed and go solo and survive and thrive. So don't think that it's a bed of roses now that you're unfollowing him, and then all these rumors are circulating on the internet. You know, it's stupidity of the highest order. And now, especially now that you're fueling these rumors, now you're going to give the space, the idiots like Edgar Barre. You saw Edgar Barre. It was supposed to be the last episode of Over 25, those YouTubers. Guys used to love them. They've inspired very many other YouTubers along the way. Then on the day when they are supposed to end, on a clean slate, those guys, Edgar Barre is there, fueling all these rubbish nonsense, as if anyone asked him. You understand? And please, if you're gonna split, you will have to do it in a very smart way, like Over 25 did. Don't start pulling stunts of unfollowing people on Instagram. What nonsense is that? You need to grow up. The sun does not shine up your ass. You understand? These people, you've made money with them, you've bonded with them, you've become like family, you live together, and suddenly now you want to embarrass somebody because you think the context suits you, because you think that now is the time. You hammer somebody when they are their lowest. Oh, you can never rule somebody out, bana. We are in an era of in Kikuyu we call it Makuana Marioka, dying and rising again. Our life is all about reinventing ourselves. So if anyone rules, if you think you're ruling somebody out, you'll be there. You'll be there jacking yourself off at your misery. So listen. Be classy. If you're splitting, be classy. Do it in a very, mature way. I've just given you the example of Over 25. Sauti Sol are doing it also in a very mature way. Whatever issues may be there, but they are still, if you call them for a show, they'll still do it together. If you do whatever, but clearly each one wants to go their own way. So why are you taking yourself? Why are you being so emotional? What? At you unfollowing somebody and then rubbish. We don't have time for, we want to be entertained by Kennar, and don't disrupt our entertainer. If you think we are going to stay here and then now we convert all those views and migrate them to your new platforms, mutashanga. So deal with your shit like mature people.